On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, Moses Moody. At shooting guard, Brandon Pajemski. At center, Draymond Green. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. At the other guard position, Stephen Curry. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. Let's get started to your Memphis Grizzlies. At the small forward position, standing 6'8", number 0, Jalen Brown. Man in the middle, 7 feet 4 inches, number 14, Zach Edey. At guard, 6'5", number 22, Desmond Bain. At forward, 6'11", number 13, Jack Jackson Jr. At guard, 6'3", number 12, Jack Moore.
A Sunday afternoon with the NBA here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Stephen Curry.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Pajemski. Butler out there with Moses Moody. And it's Green in at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, Morant is the point, with Bane out on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Wells in at the small forward. So, Greg, it doesn't get much better than this, does it? Major playoff implications in this one tonight.
Both teams have a lot on the line in this contest. Seeding in the postseason can make or break a team's chances.
Now, here's Moody, following the miss by Ja Morant. Curry looking it over. Green with a screen for Curry. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
3 points.
The minute that Steph Curry steps into an arena, he is in his range.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. And he lays it straight in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. Their last encounter was in the Bay Area.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
And here's Golden State. It's a three-point game. Here's Butler. Not going to go that time. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Wells. The kick out to Bain. Drills the three-pointer.
The second Bain touches that ball, he wants to shoot.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, he'll be ready. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Morant. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's Jackson. Pass to Wells. Lets it go with a three. And his third shot of the night, no good, 0 for 3. To the middle. And it's Green with the jam.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Bain finds Morant. And another miss by Memphis.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Pass to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Bain. Here's Green. Left side, Bain shoots over Curry, and Bain the bucket on the assist by Wells. Bain's got 5 now.
This is the defense Bain attracts, and he's superb at fending them off.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Lakers. Now Podziemski. No good on the triple. In the corner, it's Bain. Back to Morant. Jackson, a screen on Curry. The three from Morant. And the three ball is good. He has 5.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Pass to Moody. Outside Butler. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough. And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Bain, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Out of hand on it. And for Memphis, they're shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Inside. Here's Jackson. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Moody. Beyond the arc. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. And so here's Memphis. Morant with it. Here's Edey, defended by Butler. Fade away. Edey can't hit. The Warriors shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. To the paint. Here's Green. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Some changes for Memphis. Buffs jacked in, and Santi Aldama is subbed in for Wells. That one misses.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Now Podziemski. After the missed three from Desmond Bain. Down low, Curry uses the glass to finish the layup. Curry's got 5.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Jackson. Outside Bain. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Getting aggressive through the defense. Bain has to fight for this one.
And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Even dating back to his high school days, Desmond Bain was overlooked as a prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't even ranked by any major recruiting services. That just lets you know that the scouts don't always get it right. Then he fell to the 30th pick in the 2020 draft. He's made a lot of teams regret passing on him.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. While we have the chance, a look at our 2K leaderboard and the top shooting small forwards at the free throw line during the last month. Now you look at Moody, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic.
And that means he can afford to be very aggressive as a slasher because of how proficient he is at the line.
To the inside, Morant with the steal. Aldama with the ball. He's definitely not pleased how he played against the Lakers. Jackson against Butler. Jackson passes to Morant. Payne for 3. Green with the rebound. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans. And the Warriors miss again. And for Memphis, they're shooting only 28% here in the first. A shoddy game offensively for them so far. And that one's good. Morant.
He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
The Warriors trailing. Butler kicks to Green. Back to Butler. Some nice passing by Golden State. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Outside, Bain fires the 3. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Green, the pass to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got the game tied up here for the Warriors. Bain finds Aldama. Inside, here's Morant. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got his 5th rebound in this one. Butler at the elbow. From about 16, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant surveying the D. Pass to Aldama. Now, here's Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
All right, friends, it's dance jam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching.
Pippin's checked in for Memphis. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Jimmy Butler.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back.
Here's Kuminga. He had 16 points in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he made a living at the line as well. Got there over and over and did some damage.
Memphis leading. Outside, Bain. And Aldama has it in the corner. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Off target with the open look.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, "You always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it, and if you get a chance to use it, great." Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. Bain with the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Healed the pass to Kuminga. Here's Post. 1:32 left in the first quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. Grizzlies making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. .132 left to play in the first quarter. Kennard with the rebound. And for Memphis, they're shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Pass to Huff. Now Kennard. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Pippen. And Payton sends it back. In the corner, it's Healed. It's Curry outside. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And here's Pippen after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Payton surveying the floor. Healed outside. Fires the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Huff passes to Jackson. That's a 2 from Kennard, and he connects with the jumper. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Desmond Bain getting it done for the Grizzlies. He nailed it from long range in that quarter, winds up with a total of 4 three-pointers in the period. And we'll be back with you shortly. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc. And as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
The Warriors shooting 43% from the field. So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Gary Payton II is out there with Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5.
This is Hield at his best, a major threat to torch defenses off the catch.
Here's Pippen. Still without a basket. Pass to Huff from past the arc. Warriors with the rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Kuminga with a wide open look. Off target from outside. Memphis trailing here. And it's Pippen in the corner. Back to Kennard. High post, Pippen. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Aldama, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Aldama's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Memphis, trailing by 2. Pass to Huff. And here's Kennard. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Payton passes to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Now Pippen. His last outing, 16 points for him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Stephen Curry. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Wells, he's checked in for Santi Aldama. Warriors leading by 4. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Curry with the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Pippen down low. Curry meets him. Shot's good by Pippen. Golden State's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Pass to Curry. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
Free throw good by Curry. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Bane inside the three-point line. Fails to fall. This number 6 now shooting 50%. He's taken 12 shots. Curry can't get it to go.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Bounce pass, Pippen. Bane, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Kuminga, screen on Pippen. Pass to Podziemski. Curry against Pippen. Let's go. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Outside Jackson. Here's Huff. Here's the three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Please give a big round of applause for your first gymnastics.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Only 5 games left on the season. Let's quickly take a look at how the playoff field is stacking up out west. You look at Memphis, if the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And of course, there's the Warriors, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
And for the Warriors, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Bane looking around. Offline with his three.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Hield can't hit. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
Yeah, and that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
They were hustling to get in front of every play they could, always getting a hand in the shooter's face.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
The free throw drops for Wells. Ja Morant, he's checked in for Pippen. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moses Moody comes in for Hield. And Wells drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now, here's Green. 5 points in the game. Green with a screen on Morant. Here's Curry with the three. Wells grabs the miss. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Here's Morant, and it's all evened up. Morant's got 9.
Closer in, look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Here's Curry, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Morant. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first free throw is good.
Now a seasoned veteran in the league, Curry continues to be efficient, especially when it comes to shooting.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Huff's jacked in. And he makes both free throws.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Outside, Bane. Curry against Morant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And he knocks down the first one. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Santi Aldama's checked in for Memphis. He hits both from the stripe.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Here's Moody. Still yet to score. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And the Warriors miss again. Down low. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
14 foul.
Here's Wells. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers. Morant against Curry. Morant kicks to Wells. Just 3 to shoot. The shot, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Curry. 23 points for him the last game against New Orleans.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Here's Aldama. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Podziemski with it, guarded by Bain. There's a good screen. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
Morant with the bucket.
Oh, one thing about Ja, he's determined.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. It'll be just the 5th of this long 7-game road trip. From outside the arc, Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. To the middle, here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry.
Morant doing a good job using the pump fake to his advantage.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Hield's checked in, and that drops, so they now lead by 1.
And here in the second quarter, he's starting to work himself to the free throw line. That's a good move.
Green deciding where to go with it. They set the screen. And it's Butler missing. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Bain passes to Wells. Here's Morant. Number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
And here are the Warriors now. It's a 3-point game. Hield outside. Three-pointer, Butler. Butler loves the three-point look.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got 21 in the game.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, "I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me." Kevin, that pride certainly showed.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. 5 to shoot. Here's Morant. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Warriors shooting reasonably well, 45%. Curry passes to Butler. It's over Morant. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. 1:09 left here in the second. Payne for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you gotta shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
Curry crashes inside.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Morant passes to Huff. Pass to Wells. Now here's Payne. 6 on the shot clock. Overhealed. Payne, no good.
More than a few bad breaks for him this quarter. He's struggling, and the team is following suit on the scoreboard.
Outside Curry. Got a piece of it. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Steve, a good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The Warriors leading. Morant is the point with Payne out on the wing. Jackson is out there with Edey. And it's Wells in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Payne's got 20 points.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
Warriors shooting in this game, 45%. Podziemski finds Butler. There's the 3. And it's Morant with the rebound.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Payne for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game. Butler passes to Moody. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Green with the screen on Jackson. Butler score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Yeah, you can't give Butler any room off that screen. Once he has that, you know he's going to let it fly. That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They lead by 1. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wells' shot is good.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Podziemski. To the paint. Here's Hield. Goes back up. And it's good on the way in. Hield's got 7 points.
Scoring close in. Hield is more than just a three-point gunner.
Morant outside. And they get it back. Connects from three-point range. Baines got 23 points. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA and the top rebounding teams in the league this season. 2nd, the Grizzlies, and 3rd, the Warriors.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Butler feeling out a bit. Oh, no, stopping Butler that time.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And here is Hield after Jaren Jackson made that last three-pointer. Down low. And it's Green slamming it down.
Look at how effectively Green uses his body, disrupting the defense with the screen and making some room for himself.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Memphis has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Butler against Jackson. Up top, Morant. 21 points in the game, 4 on the shot clock. And then Morant rams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
Warriors trail by 3. Pass to Butler. Lets the 3 fly in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Back to Morant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Podziemski's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hield outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Morant. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Morant's got 4 points now in the quarter. And the Warriors with possession here. Pass to Podziemski. Moody with it. Now Hield. Podziemski with it. Still scoreless. He can't get that one. And here is Bain. Now Wells, 6 points for him. Morant outside. And the three off target.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Podziemski. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. So they take the lead. Green's got 10 points.
Green's floor stretching ability, one of the things that makes this offense so dynamic.
Morant passes to Wells. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Green with a screen for Butler. Three-pointer. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. On the wing, Jackson. Now here's Wells. He's got 8. The 3 from Morant. Another shot. Edey gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Memphis lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You just gotta like how strong Butler goes when he's inside. Just terrific at figuring out ways to get to the line.
The Warriors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The free throw drops for Butler.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Kuminga's come in for Golden State. And so Butler nails both of them. Here's Morant. 25 points in the game. Puts up a 3. Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 28.
That play is Morant's ball handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very effective.
Here's Butler. Aggressive play by Butler against the defense.
And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
Edey gets the bucket. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Green kicks to Butler. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
You love how competitive Butler is. And he insists on taking his shot despite the foul.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Morant. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Edey. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Grizzlies. Pass to post. Outside Butler. Unloads from 13. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Butler's got 16 points here in the second half. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Healed the pass to Butler. Majemski on the wing. Healed with a screen on Jackson. Healed outside. And they're unable to get the time basket there. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. He's looking for Aldama and finds him. Jackson finds Bain. Jackson a screen on Hield. Bain no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Bounce pass from Aldama. Jackson passes to Morant. They get the rebound. Edey misses in close. Warriors trail by 3. Hield outside. Butler on the wing, guarded by Jackson. Butler against Jackson, and it's Butler missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Morant. He has 30. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4. Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Ruff's jacked in, and it's Luke Kennard in for Bain. The Warriors also with a sub. Gary Payton has checked in for Brandon Pajemski.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
And again, it's the Warriors missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Puts it up from 7. Misses off the left iron. The Warriors shooting 47% from the field in the third. Hield outside. Here's Kuminga. The Grizzlies pull it in. Jackson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Kennard. That shot off. Nice defense from Kuminga. Morant against Butler. Shoots over Morant. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Butler. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Kuminga out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Post in at the center. Pass to Huff. Fires from deep. Buries it from 3-point range. Huff's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
Not just a scorer, Bain is willing to set up others and does a very good job of it.
The Warriors shooting reasonably well, 45%. Kuminga, screen on Pippen. Kuminga with it. Aldama's there. Here's Curry with the three. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. They get it back. Pass to Wells. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Bain sets the screen for Pippen. The wing jumper off target.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Curry. Curry gets it to go inside.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Payne, no good. And so Payton will bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to post. Now here's Kuminga. Defended by Aldama. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Few do it better than Curry. The range of his shooting is practically in a league of its own.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. Here's Huff. Outside, Bain. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Bain's got 26. Pass to post. Right side, Kuminga for the three. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Kuminga. Curry's got 40 points.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Now here's Pippen. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Can't connect from short range. Here's Payton, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And a quick look now at how the Memphis Grizzlies' schedule is shaping up. On Monday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Boston Celtics. Then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And that matchup against the Heat, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And the Warriors with some changes. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Kuminga. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Heel. Good on the second free throw. Grizzlies have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Pippen, the pass to Huff. Outside Pippen. Over Curry. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
Outside Curry. From 13 feet, it goes down. Curry's got 42 in the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pippen with it. Pass to Wells. Lets it go from deep. Pajemski grabs the board. And here is Payton. Outside Curry to take the lead. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Payne for 3. Takes the 3. The shot that time, not on target.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Pass to Jackson-Davis. And here is Payton, guarded by Pippen. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Huff. Huff's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bain with it. Here's Huff. Here's Pippen. And again, Memphis no good. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Payton passes to Curry. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Curry's got 45 points.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Memphis has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. And here's Pippen. Pass to Huff. Just 5 on the clock. Now, here's Bain. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Post. Shoots over Pippen. The shot by Curry, no good. Pippen against Curry. Pippen, the pass to Huff. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Santi Aldama. Jaren Jackson comes in for Wells. And it's Morant in for Pippen. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. And it's Podziemski in the corner. Pass to Moody. Another 3 for Golden State.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Morant for 3. And Moody pulls it down.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3 ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Plays the game with a lot of ferocity. Draymond won't take no for an answer.
Shooting for Golden State, Draymond Green. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Wells is checked in. That one is no good.
Not perfect, but that opens this up to a 2-possession lead.
Podziemski grabs the board. Podziemski's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Pass to Curry. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Agidi picks one up. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And both free throws good. Curry. The Grizzlies trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Morant. And off the left side of the rim, and he swirls in for it. Morant's got 35 in the game. Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Green. Launches a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Baines got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Back to Morant. There's the pick. The tray. They grab their own miss. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Curry. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And Curry's not the biggest guy, but he can sense the contact coming and makes the adjustment.
Stephen Curry. One shot.
Grizzlies shooting 41% for the game. Pass to Edey. Jackson up top. Here's Morant. Guarded by Curry. Wells sets the pick for Morant. No good on the three.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
Green with a screen on Morant. Fires for 3. A shot by Curry, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 37.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here.
All right, then. The first ladies of the forum are ready to take the court. Give it up for your Grizzlies.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. He said to them, keep building this lead, guys. Don't take your foot off the gas. Keep working hard. Run our stuff. Guys?
Thank you, David. Moody the pass to Curry. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing here by 8. Spins. Here's Morant. Scores off the spin. Morant's got 39.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
The Warriors shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Pass to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Bain. Shot by Podziemski, no good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, that happens sometimes.
Outside, Bain. Here's Jackson. 6 to shoot. The 19-foot shot. The Warriors pull it in. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Curry with him. Now defended by Bain. And the rejection by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Morant outside. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Morant's got 41.
That is just absolutely ridiculous. Look, we talk about Morant having that it factor, and then he makes the biggest play of the night.
Here's Podziemski. Off target from three-point range.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
A shot by Wells, no good. Warriors shooting it well here in the 4th quarter, 50%. Pass to Moody. They double-team Curry. Here's Butler. Here's Podziemski. Rebounded by Jackson.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
clearly he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And an intentional foul right there.
John Morant. His third personal foul. 15 fouls. At the line for the Warriors, Stephen Curry. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good. It's a 6-point ball game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Get ready, everyone. One more, everyone. Let's hear it for you.
Here's Wells. Payne for 3. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Just absolute ice in the veins of Bane. That is an impressive bucket.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team is in the penalty. Shooting for Golden State. Pajinski. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Gets them to fall, and those are huge free throws. It's now a 2-possession game.
Here's Morant. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Stephen Curry. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Morant, the bounce pass. Gets the 3 to fall.
Nice, clean bounce pass. Sometimes the fundamentals are all you're going to need.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much do it.
And even though he lacks the size of some of the other bigs, that extra effort has allowed him to do some serious work here on the board.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Draymond. When you look at the stat sheet and why things work tonight, what are you looking at the most?
Turnovers. That's the key to the game. Look at turnovers and how many free throws they shot. If they weren't able to set their defense, we didn't turn the ball over, we were able to set ours. Those are the 2 things I look at.
Certainly sounds like the foundation to victory, man. Congrats again. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks. Along with Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's presentation on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.